the mental movie playing in your head is almost entirely useless. All those hours spent visualizing your perfect life, the perfect partner, the perfect bank account, are the equivalent of watching a silent film. You're watching the story, but the part of your brain that creates reality can't hear it. This script will show you how to turn on the soundtrack. We'll break down the biological mechanism that makes feeling the emotional soundtrack, the only thing that actually transmits instructions to the universe. And if you've been wondering why your life looks nothing like your vision board, it's likely because you're broadcasting on the wrong frequency every single day. Your brain is equipped with a powerful filtering system. Think of it as a bouncer standing at the velvet rope of your conscious awareness. This bouncer decides what gets in and what gets ignored. Millions of bits of data hit your senses every second. The color of the wall, the hum of the fridge, the feeling of your shirt on your skin. If you had to process all of it, you'd be paralyzed. So this bouncer, this filter, has a very strict guest list. It only lets in things that are important for your survival, or things you've specifically told it are important. A simple thought, like a mental image of a new car, is just someone whispering outside the club. The bouncer can't hear it over the noise. It's low-priority data. It's treated as daydreaming, as fiction. It never even gets a chance to get on the list. For a thought to get past the bouncer, it needs a VIP pass. It needs something that makes it scream louder than all the other noise. So what is that VIP pass? It's a chemical tag. It's emotion. When you generate a strong feeling, your body releases a cocktail of neurochemicals. These chemicals are a direct signal to the brain that says, pay attention, log this matters. A thought is a black and white memo. A feeling is that same memo, but with a bright red high-priority flag attached. Your brain's internal server sorts its tasks based on these flags. This is why you can remember exactly where you were during a moment of intense shock or joy. But you can't remember what you had for lunch 3 Tuesdays ago. The meal was just data. The shock was data fused with chemistry. It was data with a feeling. That feeling told your brain to carve the memory into long-term storage. When you visualize your goal but feel nothing, you are sending a blank memo. When you allow yourself to generate the genuine feeling of what it would be like to have it, you are attaching the high-priority flag. You are telling the bouncer that this particular thought is now on the guest list. And the brain has a very specific protocol for what it does with high-priority information. It starts looking for more of it. But this raises a critical question. How does tagging a thought change anything outside your own head? The mechanism is more direct than you realize. It starts with the brain's most trusted source of information, your body. Your brain is largely sealed off from the outside world. It relies on messengers, and its most reliable messenger is the physical sensation of being you. It's constantly polling your body for a status report. What is our heart rate? What is our posture? What is the chemical composition of our bloodstream? Are we safe? Are we in a state of lack? Are we in a state of abundance? These signals from the body are interpreted as hard evidence of your current reality. When you consciously generate the feeling of gratitude, your breathing deepens. Your heart rate variability changes. Your shoulders might drop. Your body chemistry shifts. The brain reads this incoming physical data and draws a conclusion. It concludes, this must be our reality. We are safe. We are provided for. It reads the body's state as fact. Some will argue this is just self-delusion. That feeling abundant doesn't change the number in your bank account. And they are correct. To a point, the feeling is the catalyst. It is the first domino in a long physical chain of events. Once your brain accepts this new state as your baseline reality, its entire job description changes. The brain is a confirmation machine. Its primary directive is to prove its current beliefs are correct. It needs to maintain a consistent story of the world. So, if the data from your body says we are successful and opportunities are everywhere, the brain's filtering system gets a new command. It begins to actively scan your environment for evidence that confirms this new belief. This is why when you buy a blue car, you suddenly see blue cars everywhere. The number of blue cars on the road hasn't changed. Your brain's filter has. It has been told blue cars are now relevant to us. So it highlights them in your perception. The same process happens with opportunity. When you are living from a feeling of lack, your brain is expertly filtering for evidence of lack. It will highlight the bills you can't pay, the opportunities you missed, the reasons why it won't work out. When you shift your internal state to a feeling of security, your brain gets a new target. It starts highlighting conversations that could lead to a new job. It notices a business idea in a passing comment. It picks up on the subtle social cue from someone you're attracted to. The opportunities were always there. Your perception was simply tuned to a different channel. This shift in perception is powerful, but it's still passive. It explains how you might notice an opportunity, but not how you create one. The final piece of the puzzle is how this new internal state compels you to act differently. A body that feels worthy and successful will behave in ways congruent with that reality. Your choices, your posture, your tone of voice, they all change automatically. Think about a job interview. A person operating from a state of lack and desperation enters the room with a certain energy. Their shoulders are hunched, they answer questions defensively, they are broadcasting neediness. A person who has generated the feeling of already being successful and valued enters that same room differently. They stand taller, they ask confident questions. They are interviewing the company as much as the company is interviewing them. They are broadcasting value. Same room, same questions, different internal state. The outcome is almost predetermined. This creates a powerful feedback loop. You generate the feeling internally. Your body's chemistry changes. Your brain reads that chemistry as reality and adjusts its perceptual filters. You start noticing things that match this new reality. Because you feel different, you act different. Your new actions create new results in the world. These new results then provide external evidence that reinforces the original feeling. The loop gets stronger. You feel it. You see it. You act on it. You get it. This cascade is the engine of creation. But this reveals a paradox, and it's where most people get stuck. How can you genuinely feel something you don't yet have? Your brain is a lie detector. If you stand in front of the mirror and repeat, "I am wealthy," while your nervous system is screaming in financial panic, the brain knows you're lying. In fact, trying to force a feeling you don't believe in often creates more resistance. It reinforces the feeling of lack because you are acutely aware of the gap between the affirmation and your reality. The solution is to stop trying to manifest things and start manifesting states of being. The secret is to shift your focus from the external object to the internal sensation it will provide. You don't try to feel $1 million. That's too abstract. The body doesn't know what that feels like. Instead, you ask a better question. What is the feeling that $1 million would give me? For some, it's security. For others, it's ease. Security, freedom, ease. These are feelings your body already understands. You have felt secure before, even if just for a moment. You have felt free. You have felt a sense of ease wash over you. The key is to stop chasing an imaginary future and start accessing a state of being that is already in your body's library of sensations. So, how do you do it? You stop visualizing the thing. You start embodying the feeling. Instead of picturing the fancy car, ask yourself, what does the feeling of freedom actually feel like in my body? Where do I feel it? Is it an openness in your chest? A lightness in your limbs? Is it the feeling of a deep, full breath? Breathe into that physical sensation. Magnify it. Your nervous system knows how to do this. Instead of visualizing a perfect relationship, ask, what does the feeling of being deeply loved and accepted feel like in my body? Is it a warmth in your center? A relaxation in your jaw? A softening of your gaze? You can generate these physical sensations right now without needing anything to change on the outside. You are giving your brain authentic, undeniable physical data. You are telling it, through the language of the body, that this state of being is your new reality. From that authentic signal, the entire cascade we've discussed begins to unfold. The brain's filter retunes. Your perception shifts. Your actions align. You've been trying to write a detailed script for your life and hoping the universe produces it. The real secret is to stop being the writer and start being the actor. Embody the feeling of the character at the end of the story. The rest of the scenes will write themselves.